Are you looking for more bookings for your vacation rental property? If so, you're in luck. In this video, I'm going to review 7 tips to help you increase your booking as well as your bottom line. My name is Joshua and I help hospitality providers to get the best out of their online presence. So if you're in the vacation rental property business, the last couple of years have been a disaster. COVID has really changed the way people travel, and with things going back slightly to normal in some parts of the world, you now have to be even more competitive as there's still a limited amount of people traveling. So how do you differentiate yourself from the others? How do you ensure that you're still keeping your occupancy at a certain level to keep your business sustainable? Here are 7 tips that I've found has been very useful in ensuring persons could be competitive even in this environment. But before we get into those, click that like button and subscribe to this channel because I post valuable content every week that will help you level up your business. And definitely click that notification bell so when I post more videos like this, you'll be notified. So, number 1, it starts with getting to understand your customers. You really need to be able to create personalized experience. And for you to do that, you need to get to the bottom of really what's important to your customers. Customers that are traveling is not just looking for a bed or breakfast. They're looking for an experience. They want to create memories. How do you do that? How do you create that type of experience that's going to make that guest not just come for the first time, but want to come again and again and again? So get to know your customers. Ask questions. Even for those that have traveled before, take the time to understand why did they choose you or what were they looking for so that you can see how can I make my property a unique experience for them? How could I change my amenities to best suit what I am going for? I want you to understand it's important for you to still know who you are. It's going to be difficult for you to try to meet the needs for a particular guest that just don't meet your expectation, that just don't align to who you are. So it's finding that balance between you being authentic, knowing who you are, but at the same time, understanding the guest that you're trying to reach and that you could still customize what you do, what you offer, and in the way that will be unique to the guests. Number 2, research the competition. Now, I'm not telling you to go copy what the competition is doing, but there's nothing new under the sun. It's important for you to see, especially those that are in your niche and those that are probably at a higher level or getting much better occupancy levels or getting much more bookings than you. Try to figure out what are they doing right. After you see what they're doing, take inspiration from it. Don't necessarily copy it, but make it your own. Be better at it. This became even clearer to me while reading the book This is Marketing by Seth Godin. He was saying that even if 2 persons are doing the exact same business or they're serving the exact same customers with the same service, because they are unique in who they are and they're being authentic to themselves, that your service will still be different from the man that is doing the exact same services. So it's important for you to still know what your competition is doing, but then you take it and make sure that you make it your own so that you could even raise the level. Number 3, create a unique selling proposition. Find a unique approach to your hospitality business. It's vital to your strategy that you're able to differentiate yourself from the competition. Guests need to understand what makes you different. Why should I book with you than the competitor, even if your price are the same or even if your price is more? What makes you unique? One of the recent statistics coming out of Airbnb is that they've seen an increase in persons looking for unique experiences. And this came out from a feature that they're now using that's called I'm Flexible. From here, you're seeing guests are choosing some unique places to stay. Some of the most popular unique experiences now are persons looking for cottages, persons looking for earth homes. And let me show you some of these. So here is on Airbnb. These are some of the results when you choose I'm Flexible. Some of the most common ones, as I was mentioning, are farm homes. And here are some examples that I just did a search for. Another experience that is popular is those that are looking for tree houses. They want that unique experience. Now, you would have built a tree house and never thought someone would want to stay in one of these. But yes, many persons are now requesting to stay in a tree house. Another popular request are earth homes. Truly some unique experiences. Number 4, use targeted marketing. Now, in theory, any business know if I use the right marketing tactics, I will get more bookings. But when it comes to hotel, the goal here is really retaining my existing guests and getting more loyal returns of visits, as well as gaining new guests. Hoteliers also know that each market is different. What works in one island or one region may not work in another. So it's important for you to understand, what is my target market? What are the type of guests that's going to be coming to my location? For example, in my case, that helps manage properties in the Caribbean. We have particular type of guests that's going to want to come to the Caribbean. Someone that's looking for a warm experience. You're moving from the cold, so during winter and things like that, we have certain type of guests that's going to want to come to that type of experience. They want the sun, the sea, and the sand. They may also be into bird watching or want to experience the natural nature and the eco-friendly environment. So you've already started identifying who are your target audience. So you want to be able to create segments. What are those segments? And you want to expand that. You may want to consider things like age, demographic, income, but you got to go deeper than that. You want to understand their lifestyle. What is their culture? Are they outgoing? Do they like kite surfing and more high adrenaline type of activity? Or are they very independent and don't want to be told what to do, where to go? So you want to be able to give them their space. Are they a business traveler, so that you want to now be able to create amenities that will best suit them? So it's very important for you to segment your target audience, and then you create specific campaign to talk to this type of guests by executing targeted marketing campaigns. Number 5 is one that I wish more hospitality providers would do more of. And that's probably because it takes a little bit of effort, which is partnering with complementary services in your area. There is so much value you could bring from this by just a little bit of collaboration, by collaborating with someone that is offering a service that you don't internally offer, but it will create a better experience for your guests. Some of these services are like collaborating with a restaurant or with a tour operator that could then create one complete package for the guests, but you're the one that's creating it for them. They're booking through you, and you're already telling them that, hey, you could get breakfast, you could get lunch, you could get dinner, you could get a tour around the island, you could get a city tour, all in one package. All you got to do is create that relationship. Most likely they may be willing to even give a discount for you to be able to put this together in a package, so that this is less marketing for them, and at the same time it's allowing you to create a holistic experience for your guests. Number 6, use social media marketing to reach and engage with your guests. Social media is a powerful tool. It's an environment where not only can you engage your guests, but you could build a community. You could start talking to your guests in a way that connects with them. And there's a lot of platforms in which you can use. You don't have to use all of them, but you got to figure out where is your ideal guest hanging out. If they're hanging out on Facebook, then you want to be on Facebook. If they're on Instagram, then you got to be there. Are they on YouTube? Are they on TikTok? Are they on Pinterest? Wherever your guests are hanging out, you need to make sure your platform is there and you're talking to them. There are some tips that you should definitely be using. I did a video on this previously, so I'm going to link to this video in the card. But just as a quick reminder, you want to make sure you're posting high quality images and video. You want to make sure that you're being consistent in terms of when you're posting and how you're posting. One of the best tools to do this is use a content calendar. I've done one that I use for most of my clients. I'm also going to leave a link to that in the description so that you could download that free content calendar to help you manage your guest posts. And number 7, last but not least, get creative with your promotions. Look at doing different things that are enticing. This may include things like giving discounts, maybe an extra night, probably an add-on. You don't want to be heavily focused on discounts. I would say try to look more in the direction of doing more add-ons, collaborations, and just ensuring that a person feel that they are getting a great deal when they book with you. One of the things you could also do is look at doing themed promotions. So do you have a festive season? Do you have a carnival season, a particular wine expo, a particular market show, then you could incorporate this within your booking so that persons that are coming for this festivity or for this particular event is able to join that with their stay at your location. So those are my 7 tips to help you increase your sales and your booking. Put some of these into effect and you will see an increase in your bookings. Start measuring. That's one of the best advice I could give persons. Measure, measure, measure. Look at your promotions that you're doing. Look at the techniques that you're putting into effect and see what's the effect it have on your conversions. Don't forget to use different campaigns, use different marketing strategies and figure out what works best for you. So if this video has been useful to you, do remember to like, click that subscribe button and remember to choose that notification bell so when I post more videos like this, you will be notified. If you haven't already downloaded the social media content calendar, then there's a link in the description. Select that and download my free content calendar that I use with clients just to help me organize what to post and when to post it. I'll see you in the next one.